Yeah,
Oh.
there it is.
Woo. That feels like it would be a bit more than just that sensor.
Yes, that is definitely not wheel sensor. But oh man, oh my.
That's something out of round.
That is something out of round for sure.
I'm gonna stay off the freeway.
Yep. Back roads for us.
Let's see where it comes in at. It's there. We're at 25. Does it get worse or better with speed?
That's a good question.
It's definitely worse.
It's getting worse for sure. Oh, yeah, there you go. Actually, it might be smoothing out a little bit.
Yeah, once you get up to 40.
After 40.
Let's make sure we can stop.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to vibrate when you're coming to a stop, though, either.
It's just definitely when you're in the power, and then when I pull off the gas, it goes right away.
It goes away, sure.
Even if I just back off of it, I can be in the gas, just not heavy. See, I'm on it, but I'm not.
Sure. I'm wondering.
Because if it was out of balance wheel, I'd be doing it right now.
Is it RPM related by chance? Is it like it's right about a K right now? I'm wondering if we put it if when we pull over somewhere, if we put it in neutral and just do a light rev on it. So right around 2K. And then that's definitely not wheel related. Like it's that's driveline. Did you hear that?
Yeah, and then you let off.
Yeah. I don't know what that. Oh.
It's floored. That is so weird.
Gosh,
All I gotta do is ease up on the gas though, and it smooths right out.
Away, yeah.
That is beyond bizarre.
So did you ever have to replace the center support in your GTO? The Guibo, or not the Guibo, but the carrier
The
bearing.
donut, yeah. They call it a Guibo, I believe, don't they?
Well, I'm wrong. The Guibo connects the transmission to the input shaft, or like the input shaft to the actual shaft.
So it's the end ones that are that, instead of the carrier bearing itself.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I remember, like, I replaced mine, but it was just because it was ripped, but I didn't really get a major vibration. But that's what people were saying. It was a huge vibration under load, and then you let out, and it's fine. And once they replaced that carrier bearing, it was fine. So I'm almost wondering
if it's
similar. Like maybe like a CV joint though instead. So when you're putting load on it, the torque on that joint is, it's kind of binding up, or it's not releasing. I don't know.
I'm starting to think though that you might be onto something with that. I think it's got to be something stabilizing. It's gone. And she's been driving it like this for a long time. So it probably started going bad, and then she just never fixed it, and it just got that much worse.
That's scary. That is very scary.
Pull off the gas and smooths right out.
Yeah. And
I mean, when you go back in it, it goes right back to it.
Man,
if you just try to maintain your speed, it's like a game.
Yeah.
Like, can I get it just right?
How much throttle can I get without it vibrating on me? Man, that's
cheap back massage. It's like the
go.
massaging seats in the mall.
You're just playing a little game of of chicken, of how long you can leave the massager on before it pops on you. You're just freewheeling down the road with one wheel spinning and your half shaft dragging the ground. So we'll pop the hood here, see if we can see anything interesting.
Got it?
No, I can't do it with one hand. She said. Yep, can't see around the plastic.
That's your engine mount, right?
Yeah, it is. I think you're right. You're gonna rev it a couple times just to see what we get. The engine it's sitting fine. Yeah, I mean the engine's not really doing anything, but I mean again there's no load on it obviously, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely moving. It's definitely moving.
Still not doing like when you're driving.
Sure, sure. The thing I'm noticing is it feels like the car is literally shifting side to side too. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just I mean it's definitely something rotational or as the driveline is spinning, but it almost feels like the track is shaking or shimmying left to right.
So this is interesting.
Oh, wow. They are literally on the curb. That's different. I think that takes some skill. I mean, he put it right in the middle of the island over there.
I would like to know how one accomplishes this.
That is very impressive. Get off here.
Interesting.
Wow. Good job, dude.
Got our 10W40. Let's get on out of here. So we're gonna grab the old ramps back here, pull the car up on the ramps, and have a look and see what we got going on. All right, so we pulled the top off, and you know, I'm new to YouTube, so I forgot to record all that. Rather than going backwards, we're just going to pick up from here. Flipped it over, took the air filter out, and we're going to get underneath there and get to the oil filter and get that out next. Filter out, compressor. Looks pretty clean. I mean, buying new is probably not going to make much of a difference on how clean this filter is, so just going to screw all the bolts back in, the manifold, and then bolt it back down. You're kidding.
That doesn't seem quite normal. I want to say
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Oh, well, I'm just looking at how much the motor mounts are flexing.
Oh.
Like, I mean, the whole...
That's a whole lot of jiggle.
Yeah. It seems abnormal to me. Be nice.
Don't burn your hands. So next we'll have to pull out all these star bolts over this shroud. Get this shroud out to get to the oil filter.
Really, there shouldn't be that much left in here. Just kidding. Oh, God. Famous last words. I would say the vast majority went in the pan. A small majority went on the cardboard, and then an even smaller majority is on your arm and the back of your case. But otherwise, all in all,
yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, so pulled out the old O-ring in there, and we're gonna put this new O-ring in there. Pretend like I'm doing something here by putting that on there for you.
Hey, you got it started, right? There we go.
Of course, we put oil around it before we shoved it in there. Again, new to YouTube, so I'm missing a lot of the good stuff. I apologize for that, but I think you guys get the basics. All right, slide the filter on. And back in she goes. So, should have introduced Austin.
What's going on,
Basically,
guys?
he's the manual labor here. Hey, I'm gonna make a video. You mind doing work?
Hey, I'm just in for a good time. I gotta mention this plug was left off of the end of the cover earlier when we took this off, so we're wondering if maybe that's where some of this blow-by came from. There's a lot of residual oil underneath the pan and on the transmission. So hopefully putting that cap back on will keep some of that where it's supposed to be instead of all on the underside of the car. Drain plug going back in and tighten, and then find my wrench wherever that got to. There we go.
German, so you got a good and tight, right?
That's right.
So, putting the shroud bolts back in, getting the shroud button back up. I cleaned it off a little bit. Alright, so we'll top it off with the oil and get her down off those ramps and take it back. And unfortunately, we're going to have to give Allie some bad news, and she'll have to make some decisions on where she wants to go with that. Alright guys, so we've gone, changed the oil, filled her back up, changed the filter, cleaned out the air filter. We're going to drive it back up to Allie. Seriously doubt that changing the oil is going to have anything to do with fixing that wobble, but hopefully we'll get lucky with that. I don't know if this was very informative or not, but we'll throw this out on YouTube, see what happens, see if we get some input from some people. Maybe we'll come up with some kind of solution for this, but I think those motor mounts are going to have to be changed, and there's probably likely something else with that transmission that's causing that wobble. It's very strange. Seems to happen when you've got your foot on the gas and you're accelerating, but as soon as you lift, even coasting, or if you have just a slight amount of gas pushed in to keep the car moving forward, it doesn't wobble much at all. But as soon as you give it a little gas to accelerate, that wobble kicks in, and it's pretty bad. We hung on the CV shafts, and they have a little bit of play in them, but you know, I expected to find something severe and that those would be the issue, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we've done everything we can. You guys have some ideas, throw it down in the comments below, and we'll look into some of that. I'm sure there's a bunch of Volkswagen people out there that can take a look at this and be like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. So hit us up, let us know what you think, and we'll look into it from there. Appreciate your help. Thanks for checking out the channel. Subscribe, throw us a like, throw us some comments, give us some suggestions. This one's a pickle. Help us figure it out. Check us out on Instagram, Quick Shifts over there, and give us some advice and see if we can't get this one done for her. I'd really like to help her out. Thanks a lot, guys.